today we are going over a showcase of the suit that I have right now of Spider-Man, and then we're going to go on progressing the story. So the first suit that you get off rip in the beginning of the game, actually, the beginning of the game you don't get this suit. The suit that you get in the beginning of the game is of course this one, right? You start off in the beginning of the game. You start off with the most iconic suit in all of Spider-Man lore, the classic suit. This suit is stands the test of time. Whenever you think of Spider-Man, you think of this, in particular from the comics and whatnot. So this is Spider-Man at his finest. As you can see, the spider is actually a little bit more modernized than the original version of the spider, but the spider on the back is, of course, the classic version of that suit. So keep in mind that this is a very good suit. This suit actually comes with its own suit power, being that it is very iconic, called the Web Blossom. Now we'll showcase what it does when I do a suit power showcase into the suit. The next suit that you get during the game is of course the classic suit Battle Day. Now this suit you get is after you fight Kingpin as the first boss, and yeah, I mean, I kind of wish we got some more mask tattered, hair showing, face, partially face revealing battle damage suit that actually looks battle damage, other than just the flashes and tears in the main suit and the arms and stuff on the sides and stuff. So yeah, I mean, overall it's a really good suit. This suit, however, does not come with the power at all, being that it is just a reskin of this suit, just padded a little bit. The next suit that you get after you stay walking around in this suit is, of course, the star of the game, the main suit of the game, and literally the icon of the game, like cover and stuff, is of course the advanced suit. Now keep in mind there are two different suits that share a similar title of the name. There's advanced suit and then there's upgraded suit, and upgraded suit I'll show you later. That is from a movie. If you know what that is, you already know. But let's keep in mind, let's go over what it looks like. Of course you can see we have the white pattern. This is a very, very unique suit. This also comes with a new another suit power called Battle Focus, which this one, that suit power, unlike Web Blossom, immediately do something cyclone of webs webbing your enemies around you. This actually generates focus more throughout the fight, allows you to get in the focus leader and allows you to use the finisher combos on your enemies a lot quicker versus having to fight them normally and gaining your focus that way. So it's pretty unique. I mean, it's actually pretty useful when you do the gameplay and stuff like that. So the next suit that you get during story mode, there is actually a ton of suits you get during the story mode. There's another suit that you get during the story mode, I think it's the anti-ox suit, but that you get towards the end of the game. I haven't unlocked that. But the next suit we have in store is, of course, a very, very classic and a very, very popular Spider-Man in the Spider-Man lore. That would be the Spider-Man Noir. Now, this suit is from a timeline where Peter Parker was born during the Depression. Well, he was alive during the Depression. Same origin story as Spider-Man, but unlike the other Spideys that followed the same origin story as Spider-Man,
Wonder if I can find anything on Michaels at Oscorp.
this Spider-Man actually is a part of the Depression. Therefore, his suit was made by trying to find different pieces together to hide his identity while pursuing criminals as Spider-Man. Things to note: this one does actually have a suit power. I'm going to go into it, and what I'm going to show you. His suit power is Sound of Silence, which enemies no longer call for backup when alerted. So basically, when you do that suit power, and you press L2 and R2 together, which is literally the left and right analog sticks on your controller, um, you basically like stop the backup from happening. So yeah, that's pretty unique. But the differences between the original designs for Spider-Man Noir, there are a couple designs, but this one in particular does not have the spider logo on the back of his jacket, which he actually did have. He also had a top hat and stuff like that. There's other iterations of Spider-Man Noir, but keep in mind this is Spider-Man from the 1930s, and they did a really good redesign, trying to keep it modern, but also from his timeline of as Spider-Man for the 1930s. So good job in telling that. The next suit is of course the Scarlet Spider suit, and this Spider-Man actually has a suit power called Hollow Decoy. Uh, this Hollow Decoy allowed its experimental AI test spawn multiple Hollow Decoys that start attacking enemies before decaying. So basically, once you use this suit and use that suit power, you summon like basically like shadow clones of yourself, and they actually fucking like roll the enemies, and it's kind of hilarious. This suit in particular is not Peter Parker, but it is a clone of Peter Parker, which you will see very a lot in this game. In his name is Ben Riley. He also had female clones of himself called Jessica and all that stuff. Those aren't in this game, being that they aren't playable characters. Um, so yeah, this character is Ben Riley, the original Scarlet Spider, who will later become Spider-Man Ben Riley with a different suit, which I kind of wish was in this game, to be honest, because it was really, really sick. He also becomes Spider Carnage, and he becomes, while Carnage bonds with Spider-Man, becomes Spider Carnage, while Ben Riley is the active Spider-Man before Peter Parker retook the role as Spider-Man once again. As you can see, he has his utility belt around his waist, around his ankles and wrists, and he has a sweater with the spider logo in the back and the front of it. This is there is a mode, selfie mode, where you can change the icons and the emails of your eyes depending on different facial expressions. But unlike some suits, certain suits like the Spider-Man Noir, the MK2 armor, and this suit specifically, do not have the ability to change the eye patterns of the mask, the eye shapes that you see. For obvious reasons, some have knitted in eye patch, some have like helmets and stuff like that, so you can't really like change the eye design or the eye shape of the facial expressions for Spider-Man. You won't see it. Now the next suit is of course the Spider Armor MK2. There are a lot of Spider Armor suits, so we're in for a tough ride. And this suit is gives me Spider-Man Noir vibes with Iron Man, which, like, I mean, it looks like he looks like a Power Ranger. Like, I'm, I mean, I'm not trying to knock on Spider-Man. He's literally my favorite Marvel hero, but like, he looks like a Power Ranger with spider logos on the back and front. So as you can see, you have a yellow ring around where the eye logos are. Yellow collar. The spider goes all around his arms and the back, all the way down to his legs, around his knees. This is when he got shot in the back and lost the ability to use the spider sense. Therefore, he had to create armor so that he can survive bullets and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is all about. It also comes with a unique suit power called Bulletproof, and this is exactly what it is. Magnetically uh, polarized armor plays makes makes the suit temporarily bulletproof against all enemies, even snipers. However, there are two versions of this. There is the bulletproof version, and then there is and then there is the titanium alloy plate, which does the same thing, but except it doesn't work on sniper rounds, and it reflects the bullets right back at you, and that will see in the next suit as well. So the next suit is the Spider Secret War suit. This comes with arms race and discharges, amplified EMP, built up, stuns enemies, and disable weapons. And this is part of the Secret Wars. So yeah. This suit does have an eye chain. You can see that as well. The next suit is of course a movie suit, and this is the Stark suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. There are three. There are both suits are in the game from Spider-Man Homecoming, and one of them you get as a from grinding all the backpacks. The other one you unlock through the gameplay. This is the one that you unlock through gameplay, collecting tokens and stuff. The other one is the backpack collection reward. That being the homemade suit. Now this suit in particular is similar to the um, Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider suit, but if you watch the movie, this suit was made when when Peter Parker lost his Stark Tech suit and was because he couldn't he felt like he needed to suit to be Spider-Man, and Tony Stark was like, okay, nah, you don't respect the suit, you don't respect yourself, you can't be a hero, you can't respect yourself. The suit doesn't make a hero, the hero makes a suit kind of thing. Even though, without the suit that Tony Stark wears, who we also be doing all in this gameplay, he's nothing. So at least Peter actually has powers outside of wearing the suit. Tony does not, but okay. And he ends up regaining the Stark suit back after that whole debacle, which this comes with Spider-Bro, which causes Spider-Bro to temporarily aid in combat. Basically, they're like little drones that shoot like electronic missiles at the enemies, and they start shooting, and it's dope. So it's like this is a classic redesign or retake of the classic suit. You can see a little spider in the back, the little spider in the chest, and I kind of liked what they did in the movie, and they accurately redesigned it in this game. The next suit comes as not a shock, but it is a reskin, but with a different twist. It is the advanced suit negative mode, or the negative suit. This also comes with its own suit power called negative shockwave, which synchronizes nanomech particles to unleash a devastating wave of negative energy. I will be using this in the fight against Martin Lee, so if you guys want to see that, leave a like and subscribe. So yeah, that's gonna be amazing. So the next suit is of course the electro suit, or otherwise known as the electrically insulated suit, and this has kit-based high discharge capacitors temporarily electrify goblins, electrifying enemies. Basically, shock people to death with the electro insulated suit. But a bit of backstory: this suit was created so that Spider-Man can actually combat Electro, because before that he was just getting electrocuted over and over again, and he didn't like that. So he made a suit to absorb electric shock currents and basically beat him. So yeah, there's that. The next suit is Spider-Punk, and this suit comes with Rock Out, which beats enemies with the wave of righteous sound. So basically, you summon a guitar, and it apparently makes a shockwave, and it blows enemies back. It's funny. Also, fun fact: this is a Punk Star Spider-Man, and it is not Peter Parker, but a clone of Peter, which is why it's in the game. And as you can see, the little classic Spider Bat logo on the back. Keep in mind, this is the only Spidey with a logo on the back and not the front of the Spider suit. So yeah, and he has little Spider Converses. So that's pretty neat. Also, I did a playthrough. When I was playing this off stream, I did actually use this suit in the scene where Peter Parker and Mary Jane are in her house making dinner, talking about the plans and stuff. And seeing him walk out with this suit specifically, as she said, "Did you just leave your clothes on the floor?" was hilarious. That all worthwhile. The next suit is the wrestler suit. And this comes with a suit called King of the Ring, which web throws enemies without having to web them up. So, yeah. The backstory of this suit, this actually looks like the suit that was used in the movie, the Sam Raimi trilogy, but before this backstory, this was when Spider-Man just unlocked his powers and he became a wrestler to get money for his family without trying to reveal his identity because, as you know, wrestlers have the option to wrestle under a persona or their actual real life personality. And Peter chose the latter, being that he had powers and that he didn't want anybody to know who he actually was at the time. So he decided to become the wrestler, and he used the suit. So the next suit is, of course, the Fear Itself suit, and this comes with quad damage, which assistive maniculture. I don't even know what that is, but anyway, temporarily deals massive damage. So basically, my gauntlets, as you can see on the arms of the. If you look at this suit in particular, let's go a little closer. This is the original spider that Peter Parker always had on his suit. This is actually the classic suit, but just with the Fear Itself like designs and the gauntlets on the shoulders. And the Fear, if you've never read the Fear Itself comics, you should.
People, I always thought Spider-Man was a few.
You should. I highly recommend you read it. It's amazing. The next suit is, of course, the big time stealth suit, and which is what the current suit power I have on is called Blur Projector, which creates a distortion field that can obscure you from non-alerted enemies' vision.
Geese sort of a gaggle, but this confirms it. As if that atrocious white spider wasn't enough, I've had repeated sightings of him in a new outfit. Some sort of punk rock inspired thing that makes sane people want to tear out their eyeballs with a rusty spoon. Now, I was around for the birth of punk rock, and I did not care for it then. It's a flagrant declaration of disrespect for authority, and if Spider-Man is going down that route... Oh, no, I just had a terrifying thought. What if this isn't the Spider-Man we know, but some sort of metal mohawk-wearing copycat? What if there's more than one? Jared, go to break. I need to lie down.
Well, that was that. I think he was referring to my Spider-Punk outfit, which is this. So that's actually kind of crazy that he actually thought like, but he's actually right. It's not Peter. It's somebody different. But you know. All right. The next suit is, of course, Spider MK3. And this is the Enter the Earth Spider-Man, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man suits ever. And yeah, you would think this nigga is not Iron. He looks like Iron Man or a Power Ranger combined, bro. Like just look at that. But that's Spider-Man. I had the toy and it was amazing. So yeah, I kind of want to see something real quick. So let me just go into photo mode. First go to selfie, and then go to emote. Yeah, he doesn't have any. Okay, so the next suit, I already showed the Spider-Punk outfit. Is Spider-Man Noir. No, Spider-Man 2099. This has low gravity, which decreases gravity while in the air, which actually creates better traversal speed. This Spider-Man is a different Spider-Man. He's Miguel O'Hara, not Peter Parker. So I don't get why they would add 2099 Spider-Man in this game if he's not the actual Spider-Man. But you know, Spider-Man 2099. You gotta have him. We're gonna go selfie, and of course he can't because literally his visor is on his neck. Question: how the does he see when his mask has no eyelids? Like, can somebody answer that question? Like, if you like take a good look at his eyes, like right now, like where does he see? Like, is this guy blind? Like, how does he see his enemy? I don't get it. But anyway, the next suit is of course the Iron Spider suit, not the Iron Spider suit that you're thinking about. This is of course the movie version of the Iron
Should
Spider.
get to Oscorp and see if I can find anything on Michaels.
From the movie, from various movies in the MCU where he debuted it. Yeah, it comes with the iron arms, and I'm going to show you what the iron arms do. So, roll the spider power. As you can see, the spider, and yeah, I can't wait to unlock the other iron spider. Just like roll combine it like that, because that's like my favorite Spider-Man suit. We're almost done here. The next one is of course the Velocity suit, which is a DLC suit. Also, that is not actually a part of it. That was just some of that. I like the design of this, and it's like it feels like Spider-Man, but it doesn't at the same time. You know, like, but it's okay. This is by far my favorite suit, the Mark IV version of the Spider Armor. This is the all new, all different Spider-Man. Yeah, you can see clearly that the all new, all different. This is an older Peter Parker who actually owns his own business and a corporation, and he still resumes as Spider-Man. And yeah, I'm really glad they added this suit in the game because it actually takes elements from Tony Stark's like tech and adds it to his own design, which is why his eyes are glowing. I want to see something real quick. Let's go to selfie mode. And, yeah, it actually works. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm having too much fun. Okay, I'm gonna use that suit later. The next suit that I have is, I showed you homemade, is Stark suit, and that's what you get from completing all Black Cat missions. Yeah, this is kind of weird. It's just like a black and red Spider-Man, and, it feels out of place. It really does. Like, this is a game exclusive. This is a game exclusive. It is not in the comics at all. Same thing like this one, but they made it into a comic because it's super like dope. But you know, let's go to photo mode. Selfie. Selfie light on because I can't see his eyes. Yeah, I am definitely angry. I'm big boy angry. Yeah, I'm shifty. Big boy angry. Yeah. Whoa, nutty. Alright, so the next suit that I actually own is the wetsuit, and I want to see something. This is classic. This is timeless. I have nothing to say about this. Come on, man. It's Sam Raimi trilogy, my guy. Like, the original Spider-Man movie. Like, you see the movies that you know this is popular. This is basically, like, one of the, like, this is basically one of what started the movie-inspired video games for Spider-Man. Yeah. Fantastic Bagman. There. Future Foundation, which I kind of do like. I wish they can alternate, like, they had the alternate version of it, where you can, like, swap colors. So, like, in the nighttime, it's black and white, but during the day, it's white and black. Like, that would have been fire. And then, like I said it before in the stream, the upgraded suit from Far From Home, which is my favorite Spider-Man suit, which I will be wearing during the DLC missions, at all times. So, yeah, and then there's the Stealth suit, which is what it is. The next suit I'm going to be using is. Remember when I told you about the other movie, Spider-Man? This is that. They have it's called the Amazing Suit, and this is the same suit that is used in Marvel's Spider-Man. No, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Only that the spider's the same in the back, and it's the same spider design in the front. Only that the eyes aren't really like gold per se. I will be using this suit too in the new game plot, so there's that. And then there is 2 more suits. There is the Arachnid Rider suit. Does it come with a suit power? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Yeah, this feels like Iron Man. And then there is, of course, the Armored Advanced Suit, which is basically the same original Advanced Suit, just with armor around. As you can see, clearly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. These are all the suits I have unlocked. I will be doing more when I unlock more. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. See ya!